careful around them, and we began a relationship. Just talking, saying hello, visiting during training camp and stuff. And then one day during training camp this year, I was in the locker room talking to Jason Campbell about quarterback ease and stuff, and he tapped me on the shoulder. He said, I know you're helping quarterbacks. Would you like to help a defensive back? Or would you help a defensive back? I said, sure. And we wound up just visiting a little bit, and then I believe the Thursday of that same week, Joe had cut practice short. I wound up going in around 2 o'clock, and Sean was leaving. And I said, geez, I was hoping we'd be able to spend a little time together, but shoot, man, I know how our training camp is. It's great to get away. Why don't you just go on home, take care of yourself and relax? He said, no. He said, you took the time to come here. I want to take the time to sit and visit with you.
Wow.
We went up and looked at film for an hour and a half, talking about what quarterbacks look for in safeties and what a safety should study in a quarterback, and just talking about the position and back and forth. And once we started the conversation, about 5 minutes into it, he reaches into his knapsack and he pulls out this pad and he starts taking notes. And like everything I'm saying, he's writing down and watch the shoulders, not the head, and look at it the way he stepped. And I sat there and I walked out of that room and I thought, people don't know how wonderful this kid is. People have this total misconception about this young man who wants to be so good, who is a terrific young man, who has a wonderful smile. And this day I feel so cheated, as all of us have, because we saw what Sean Taylor had started to become as a young man. And, he's the kind of kid you look at and say, I know his dad is a mourning and is a great loss, but it's like, it's like a son of mine has passed on. I mean, I've had a horrible day. I can't stop crying through the day.
Joe, as a part of a team, if you can even imagine going through this as a player, I mean, as a mentor, you are going through it, but can you even imagine what it's like as a teammate to deal with this in the middle of a season?
I can't even imagine what it would be like to deal with it in the off season and training camp, but in the season. And from a player standpoint, and I guess I can speak from the mentality of a player here, is if something like this was going to happen, it's probably best that it happened when the family of players are together to lean on one another.
Here is a statement from League Commissioner Roger Goodell. The entire NFL is deeply saddened by the death of Sean Taylor. We extend our heartfelt sympathy to Sean's family, friends, teammates, and the Redskins organization. This is a terrible tragedy involving the loss of a young man who leaves behind many people struggling to understand it. Our office is staying in close contact with the Redskins to provide all appropriate support to the club and Sean's family. We are also working to determine the facts surrounding this tragic event. We will honor the memory of Sean Taylor at all games this weekend. Chris?
Michael, league-wide, the reaction to Sean Taylor's passing is one of sadness. Sunday, as Michael said, each NFL stadium will take a moment